Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer and this is TV Talk. It's Sunday, so that means it's Dragon's Day. In this week's episode of DreamWorks Dragons Riders of Berk was Heather Report Part 1. When a mysterious girl named Heather washes up on the shores of Berk, Hiccup and his friends are very eager to help her. Well, all of them are. Astrid, well, almost all of them are. Astrid is a little suspicious of Heather. She spends all her time with Hiccup and seems very overly interested in the Book of Dragons. Now, everyone assumes that Astrid is just jealous as another girl is showing interest in Hiccup, but Astrid keeps insisting that she's not and that something else is going on. However, she can't accuse Heather of anything without proof or without catching her in the act. Now, what's even more mysterious about the situation is that Heather claims she was shipwrecked, but if that's the case, what was she doing out in the ocean on a ship all by herself? Other passengers should have washed up with her, and she doesn't seem all that concerned about going out and looking for them. This is obviously a two-parter, so I really don't want to give away too much information, as we will actually conclude a lot of what goes on in the next episode. But I will say this much: Heather's story actually doesn't hold water, and it turns out that she is actually working for someone else, and it is her job to get the Book of Dragons and bring it back. And whatnot, and the Book of Dragons does actually fall into the hands of this particular individual. I'm not going to say who, I'll let you know in the next video, though I'm pretty sure you can figure out who it is, and whatnot. Now, what I liked about this episode, and it actually does tie in with with next week's episode to a degree, is that you really see Astrid's feelings towards Hiccup in this episode. They really come out. She really becomes jealous of the time he spends with Heather. So we really see that. We see that more so than a lot of the other episodes within this time period. I think we see a little more of it in Race to the Edge. But in this time period where they're 15, you don't see a lot of it. So you in the episodes where they really are trying to show it, like this episode, it becomes apparent. Now, like I said, this is a two-parter, so I really don't want to give away too much information, as I will cover more of it next week in part 2. I had considered waiting a week and then just doing Heather Report Part 1 and 2 together as one video, and then I decided against it. So that's why I'm not putting out too much information in this video. Question for you is, do you think Astrid actually did suspect Heather of something, or do you think she was actually just jealous of her, and her being jealous of Heather led her to suspect that she was up to something? Please let me know in the comment section. Also, feel free to leave your comments in the comment question as well. I love to read those. And feel free to like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The information will be in the description section. Again, I know this is a short video. I didn't want to give away too much information. I will get into more detail next week in Heather Report Part 2. I promise. I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm Jennifer. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you again next time.